Alright, I'm going to also give myself a smack on the head that I should have my safety harness, but these are the last like 4 stands I have to check this year before season opens up, and I just want to talk about how good this plot looks. A couple things with this: you can see a big pond over my back shoulder. Access is coming in around that pond, slip right in the back side of this stand, and then you'll see what I'm looking out over right here. I love this stand. I can't wait to have an opportunity at a deer that I want to kill out of this spot. I have a good feeling about it. So a couple things that I really like about this stand: big old poplar that this stand's tucked into, and then you got some really good cover from this Norway maple over here. You can see it's really good side cover here for the side hill when you're getting up in it too. We got a small food plot right here over our back shoulder. This is where I shot D a couple years ago, other side of the ditch. And then what you got out in front is you have this food plot out here that's planted to a mix of winter wheat, some late planted radish, and then this end we got some perennial clover that we're going to expand next year with multiple sprayings, and we're going to put some food out. And this goldenrod too in front of us here, I'll flip it. This kind of goldenrod here, you got transitioning bedding off of this knob up here. You got bedding in the goldenrod, and then there's a big ditch crossing right here underneath that big willow that I've tried to set up by before, but that gets a lot in the morning and in the evening. So but I want to talk about why this stand works. It's the access. Obviously the tree's a nice one. I've looked at a couple of the other willows down this line. This sets up really good for a gun season shot down this food plot, obviously, but bow wise, when they cross the strategic trails mowed in and the ditch crossing trail where I drove the truck across right there, they're right within 30 yards. So unless they make a hard left-hand turn coming out of that trail, they're in good shape. Or if they're going to go across, they're going to go across right to that one. Same thing if they come down the edge and make that turn at the scrape there at the end of the trail, they're good. Same down here, if they hug this edge like I've seen them do before and come in and hook this, you got like 17 to 20 yards right here on the end. So the only thing that's downside is if they hold this whole edge. But I've kind of screwed this corner up with some cutting to keep them from going through there, to really pinch them through that laneway cut. Again, I smacked myself in the head for not wearing my safety harness, but I figured all these stands were going to be pretty good. We got a couple more, 2 more going up the hill to check quick, grab a couple cards, and then this farm's soaking until probably mid-October to late October. I'm so confused right now, but hopefully we got a good buck that made it through on this farm. There was a nice 9-pointer that came through when I shot my doe last year late on this farm, so hoping he made it. Or we got a nice 8 that was kind of hanging around with him. So we'll see what shows up. So this is really the first good pull off this farm this year for cards, so I'm looking forward to it. Again, guys, got everything working for us. We got access, which is bulletproof, coming around that pond. As long as they're not bedding next to it, they do once in a while. But then we have all of the bedding up on this hilltop, bedding across the road on the hilltop. You got a big ditch crossing through here. Got goldenrod field and stuff that they like to obviously use. And then you're transitioning between the bedding, the first food plot, and then over here off to this side we got more small food plots. So kind of get them as they're transitioning and checking this. There's scrapes all throughout this. There's a big scrape again, like I said, at the crossing. So putting all these pieces together, and this farm's really got like half a dozen stands, but I think 3 or 4 of them are the ones that are the dynamite ones. So we'll wait till the right time, right conditions, look at our 1-year rule and get cranking on that. That's what we're doing here the first part of October, and trying to get a couple more pieces of property under contract and sold. So but yeah, opening day is in 2 days, guys. So be safe out there, shoot straight, don't forget your safety harness like I did. Do what I do, do what I say, not what I do, I guess. But tether up, guys, if you're going up in a tree. So all right, I'm gonna text my mom, let her know that I'm just going up to the top of the hill now, and I will be out of here shortly. So thank y'all for tuning in. I'll catch y'all next time here in the field, and hopefully we might get a nice video from this spot of knocking down a nice buck or maybe a doe. We'll see. So Thank you all for tuning in. Catch you all next time here in the field. Take care, guys.